Got it all figured out, wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby, you're the one. And tonight...
Hello you guys, welcome. This is my first official video on this channel. I've wanted to do this channel for so long just because I really wanted to have a space where I could talk about like day-to-day stuff that I've overcome and how I've overcome it, doing just like super normal, simple, everyday things that could be super helpful for so many people that kind of go through these ruts in life. And it's also normal, but I feel like when it's happening to you, it feels like it's just you and that nobody else understands. And there's like no way to crawl your way out of it. So I just wanted to share all of the things like wellness, routines, fitness, eating healthy, getting out of a mental rut, like staying organized, just everything. So I was just gonna start with talking about how to pull yourself out of a mental rut. So this might not work for everybody, but this is what I do, and every time I come back to these things, it always helps me so much. It just helps me be more productive, be more positive, things just start going right in my life again, because there's sometimes when it feels like no matter what you do, it's just like wrong, like things start falling apart and you can't do anything right, and you're just in this negative headspace. Like you notice all of the terrible things that happen, all of the negative things that happen. You like can't seem to get anything done and you're stressed and overwhelmed, but at the same time you're procrastinating and not getting anything done. Like it's just this weird in-between stage in life that I feel like you can fall into, and it's really hard to get out of it. So for me, this usually happens in the winter time. I don't know what it is, if it's like a combination between the holidays and like the stress of the holidays, but then also the fact that the sun is like completely gone for like 3 months. Because we're in Colorado, so we get like negative temperatures and snow until like March, and it's brutal because especially since I'm such like a sunshine person and I need that in my life to like feel good and happy and energized and like recharge my battery. When I don't have that, it feels so brutal. So almost every year in the wintertime, I just start to get in this mode of like, I don't know if I would call it depression, but it's just more of lose my ability to, I don't know, find motivation, to gain momentum. I don't feel good about myself. Like I start feeling insecure. I start not feeling worthy. Just all of these like heavy kind of feelings start setting in. So some of the things that I always come back to that I have to pull back into my life to make myself start feeling better. Number one is waking up early and just having time in the morning before anybody else wakes up. The biggest reason why this is so huge for me is because we have 2 kids and my husband is like a total morning person, like crazy, happy, excited first thing in the morning, and I cannot handle it. So when I wake up in the morning, I need like silence and chill, and I just need time to kind of like wake up and come to terms with the day and fill my mind with positive things. Like I feel like my mind is just a blank slate when I wake up, and if I fill it with as much like positivity and just good vibes as soon as possible first thing in the morning, I'm good to go. But if I wake up and the kids are screaming and they're fighting and everybody's rushing around to get out the door, to work, to school, to the gym, whatever, it's like stress immediately, and then the rest of my day is like that, and I cannot handle it. So I like getting up early before anybody else is awake and just kind of taking my time. Like head downstairs, I'll take some vitamins. I will usually read for like half an hour. So I like to read some sort of like personal growth book, like something that's going to get me motivated and excited for the day, whether that's like how to be more productive or how to have a positive mindset or how to stick to habits and routines. Like I like having something that's going to teach me something first thing in the morning, because that gets me so motivated. So I'll read for 30 minutes, and then I like to journal a little bit, just whatever's on my mind, just get it like out of my head and onto paper, and then do some sort of meditation. So I really love doing Joe Dispenza's meditations. With him, it's kind of tricky because I know a lot of people can't handle it because he like talks through it, and the way that he does it can feel a little bit odd. But after you've followed him and like understood why he does the things that he does in his meditations, it's really cool. So I like doing his morning meditation first thing in the morning. And then after that, I like to get some sort of workout in. So like Mondays, I have a work meeting first thing in the morning. So I don't really have time to go to the gym, but I like doing some sort of like dancing or yoga or something that's just gonna make me feel good and like move and feel happy in the morning. With Monday mornings, I don't take it too seriously. I'm not trying to like burn 1,000 calories. I really just want to do something that's gonna get my body moving and like make me feel good about myself. And that always helps so much. I feel like after I can just get those few things done in the morning, I'm already off to such a good start. And when I'm in those days where I just feel like negative and down, I have not been doing those things. Usually I haven't been working out. I've usually been eating like really heavy food that's not good for me. I've usually been drinking a lot, probably around the holidays. Like Thanksgiving, Christmas is all just like family and friends and hanging out and like cocktails all over the place. And usually after that sort of like period of time, my mental ability to like handle things is trash. Like it's so bad. So when I've been going through a time like that, I don't keep up with any of those habits, and it has such a huge impact. So once I can get back into the routine of doing those things, it helps so much. Another thing that just like kicks my day off so right is just making my bed. You may have heard this and it sounds like so weird, but it's just accomplishing something so small at the very beginning of your day, even though it's literally, it seems so insignificant, but it's not. It gives you so much just motivation and momentum for the day. So I like making my bed, and then I just like walking into my room throughout the day because I work from home. Like if I walk into my room to get something and the room is clean and the bed is made, like it just makes me feel so good about myself. So I love making the bed and just having my space kind of tidy. That always helps. Another thing that helps me is being in the sunshine one way or another. Like even if it's freezing, if I just bundle up and I put like a beanie on and gloves and everything and I go outside, the sun is usually out, it's just freezing. So if I can get outside and get some fresh air, that really helps my mood. Another thing that helps me so much is just pouring into some sort of like personal growth, something, like whether that is listening to a book on tape, a podcast. I recently just started using Growth Day, which is this app online. Brendon Burchard started it. And it's really cool because he does a different audio clip every single day that you can go in there and listen to. You can go in there and like score your day at the end of the day to see kind of where you're at in every area of life, like your clarity, your relationships, your productivity, like so many different areas. And just kind of take a look inward and figure out what you need to work on and where you're struggling and why. It's super helpful. You can journal in there. So I love going in there because there's tons of trainings and stuff that I could literally just like put on and listen to in the background. Or if I take time out of my day to like watch it and take notes, that helps me so much, because if I have just flooding of positivity coming into my life, then my mind starts to just default to that. Like it just defaults to positivity and good vibes and good things and feeling motivated and like I can take on the world. But if all I'm focused on is like drinking and scrolling social media, I never watch the news. Even if I'm like in a bad place, never, ever. Like we do not have the news on in our house. I'm not interested, like at all. Talk about negativity. Oh my gosh, I can't even handle it. So if I'm just pouring in like books, podcasts, learning, like tutorials, all of that stuff, that just like fills me up with so much. And then anytime I'm just on the edge, anything that spills out is going to be more positive, because that's what I've been putting in. So that's been super crazy helpful for me. And then if I take time to just get cute in the morning, like it doesn't have to be glam makeup and crazy hair or anything like that, but literally just take the time to like do my skincare routine, put a little bit of makeup on, put an outfit on, do my hair so it's not just in a greasy bun like it's in like 90% of the time, and I just feel good about myself. It makes the whole day go so much better because I just feel confident, I feel excited, like listening to music and you're just kind of like feeling yourself and you can take on the world. Like it helps so much when you can just take like 10 minutes to do that for yourself in the morning. And then the last sort of game changer, I literally learned this like a week ago, and I don't know how. I've never heard this before, or maybe I have heard it and it just like went over my head. But having, I forget what they call it. I want to say he called it like a pit stop routine, because he was talking about in NASCAR races, like when people race cars, they have a pit stop. So like they'll be doing laps and the car can still keep going, but they make you stop to like whatever they do, rotate the tires or check the tires or whatever. And the car doesn't necessarily need a pit stop, like it could keep going, but because it takes that pit stop, it gives it more energy, and the driver more energy to finish the race with more intensity and more quality. And I just thought that that was so interesting. So something I've been implementing is having a pit stop routine throughout my day. So once every hour, I take 5 minutes, like I literally set a timer for 50 minutes, like 50 minutes, so that every single hour I can stop, take a pit stop routine, stretch a little bit, like 10 deep breaths, jump around, move around, and just get my energy back. And that helps me so much. It's absolutely insane. So hopefully this video helped you guys. Hopefully there's some little nugget or little piece that you can take away from this that helps you in your life. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.